Shalom, shalom.
Shalom.
Shalom. All right. Welcome to another live lesson through the spirit and power. Yahweh Shema Shah. Right. The water to all the. And before we start this live lesson, we'd like to give all honor, all praises, and all glory to our power.
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahusha, Ba'ashem, Prophet.
Honor to our elder apostles, elder bishops, and elders that rule well. Salutations to the hopeful elect. Salutations to the fellow Akim and Aqua that listen in and tune in and believe. Right? And to my fellow laborers, so you guys say shalom. Keep pushing, keep holding on to faith. Shalom.
Shalom.
Right? So we're going to flow in the spirit today. Like always, Son Salvation again. Back at it with another lesson through the grace, power, and mercies of Yahweh Ba'ashem Shah. And Lord willing, this is an edifying lesson. So we're going to flow in the spirit. I had a precept I'm going to bring out, which is Isaiah. Let me get that in NLT, Isaiah 20. That scripture is talk about a peace of mind. That's important. It's like I'm moving around a lot, but yeah, that speaks on a peace of mind, and that's important because like with everything that's surrounding us, all the distractions and all the bullshit around us, life can weigh you down at times. Things can get heavy. So you need that peace of mind to get through this, man. That's our rest. That's what eases captivity. You know what I'm saying? It puts you in a state of ease, right? To have that peace of mind puts you in a state of ease and helps you it makes captivity like this low state that we're in more bearable. So you need a peace of mind because you need your mind in the first place to even battle. So without your mind, you're not gonna be able to fight. Your mind is like your rifle.
Yeah, that's the better way.
Right. If you ain't got no weapon, you gonna bring a sword to a gunfight? They're gonna take you out. So that's the same with your mind. Your mind in the spiritual war is that rifle. You need it in order to battle. But your mind, you are easy prey to Satan. You're easy to be overpowered, taken over.
This book of Isaiah, chapter 26 and verse 3 out of the NLT. It says, "You will keep in perfect peace all who trust in you."
Right. So this right here is the secret. Have you been wondering, damn, how do I keep my peace, right? How do I gain a peace of mind? The scripture is telling you how to do it right here. Right? You gotta trust in Yahweh Ba'ashem Shah. Let him be your peace. That's the key. And if you really focus on his word, trust in Yahweh Ba'ashem Shah. Let him be your peace. It's really that simple. Now you continue on.
All whose thoughts are fixed on you.
Right, that's the key. Whose thoughts are fixed on you? How do you focus on the Lord? Through reading, through the scriptures. So if you keep your mind on the scriptures, you stay in the books, as they say, right? You ain't got to worry about distractions and other bullshit.
Right.
See what I'm saying? It gives you that clarity that you're looking for. It gives you that peace of mind, right? It gives you understanding. You see? It makes things clear.
Like
Yeah, you got it. It makes things clear. It gives light in the darkness, right? As it's written, "He shall be a light unto my feet and light unto my path." Let's bring that out because that's understanding. That's what peace does. It lights the way for you, right? So you need your peace of mind in order to continue in this battle, in the spiritual war that we in order to walk this path the Lord got you on. It's important to keep your peace of mind because that's what Satan likes to do. He like to put wicked thoughts in your mind. He like to send people with evil intentions. Right, or have even families and friends do wicked shit around you because they got spirits on them. They're not in the truth, right? Your families and friends that's not in the truth. They'll have them, Satan to have them do some foulness or say something against you to disturb your peace. See what I'm saying? To take away your peace of mind. So you got to recognize these things and understand that the scriptures is the key, right? It's the key to peace. What's needed in order to keep that peace of mind, so that Satan can't come into your so that Satan can't disturb your peace, right? Okay. And also the scriptures help focus because there's a lot of distractions. Every day in Babylon, as we live in Babylon and in this world, as it's written, we're not we're not in the world, but we use the world. Roughly paraphrasing, we're gonna be hit with constant distractions. So you gotta focus up. And that's what the scriptures do. It helps you to focus, right? Carl. Yeah, I'm on the Psalm 25. We got a piece of I'm on the Psalm. Okay. Psalms 119 and 105. Right? Matter of fact, since we're talking about peace, same chapter, we can go into verse 9. Yeah. Psalms 119 and verse 9. Wherewithal shall a young man cleanse his way? So how do you amend your ways? How do you change, right? How do you transform, right? Because how you get that, how you grow, how you change, how do you transform?
Sacrifice.
You see? Because,
There's weapons.
right,
There's weapons that we use in this truth. I'm laying back in those brothers, elder brothers.
oh, the elder
Yeah.
from Dallas.
Elder, he broke it down that our weapons are sacrifice, fasting, praying, meditating, and so on and so forth. Those are weapons. But also, those are things that give us the spiritual blessings that we need. That's a form of growth. Because if you could take away the things that you rather deprive yourself of the things of this world, that's a human sacrifice to the Lord. So anything that you ask of him, he's going to willingly give. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Come on, continue on. It says, by taking heed thereto according to thy word. There it is. So following the instructions that Yahweh Shema Shah laid out, that's how you change. That's how you amend your ways. That's how you get on the path of righteousness. Because there's many ways of improvement and transformation. But if you want to be righteous, that's cleansing your ways. If you want to be righteous, if you want to be favored in the eyes of the Lord, then you gotta follow his instructions, man. You gotta walk that straight and narrow path. You see what I'm saying? You gotta do what he commanded you to do by the word of his prophets, man. To the instructions that he's given to you through the prophets, through the men of great millstone, and the men who teach the 100% doctrine, right? You have to. You have to take heed to what they're saying and apply what they're saying. Because if you're not applying it, then you're not going to be made righteous. You're not going to be purified, right? So, you know what I'm saying? And it's not that we are anything special. We're just men. We're just vessels at the end of the day. These are words coming from Yahweh Shema Shah because it's right out the Holy Bible. Everything the brothers say, it has a precept. See what I'm saying? So these are not our words. As it's written, there's no private interpretation. These are the words of Yahweh Shema Shah. The instructions that the elders and the brothers give you, the men of great millstone, is for you to take heed and follow those instructions, right? But we know, because we have the spiritual insight scoop, that we know that only the elect is going to follow those instructions. But nevertheless, the Lord do give instructions, and he give it through the prophets, right? Which are his mouthpiece. I was going to say, you made up a good point.
This is Galatians chapter 5, verse 22 and 23. It says, but the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, long-suffering, gentleness, goodness, faith. 23, meekness, temperance. Against such there is no law. So all of those points that was made is things that you go through in this truth. And that comes from denying this truth. Denying the walk of the 2/3. Becoming more righteous.
Right.
Trusting more in the Lord. Having that faith. Meekness. Meekness allows you to be humble.